Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to solve a more advanced interview question. This type of questions are often asked for by the marketing and product managers. So let's walk through this. Your marketing department ran a campaign to entice users to make more in-app purchases after they've made their first in-app purchase. The campaign starts a day after their initial purchase with the following considerations. One, don't count any additional purchases on the same initial purchase date. That's not due to the campaign. And then two, don't count users that over time purchase only the products they've purchased from their first purchase date. Then find the number of users that made more in-app purchases given these conditions, because that will measure the success of the campaign. So we have a table here with 5 columns. Let's take a look what they are. Let's do some exploratory analysis. Great. Because we are really only interested in purchase at and product. We don't really need price and quantity, so we can just slim it down a little bit. And since users probably make multiple purchases over time, let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, great. See, user 1001 bought product 120 on the 15th, but then on the 18th bought product 120 again. So according to condition 2, we don't count this as a success due to the campaign. But look at user 1031. Their initial purchase date was on the 22nd, and they purchased product 121 and then subsequently made different kinds of products. So that will be due to the success of the campaign. Okay, so because people are buying lots of purchases, made a lot of purchases over time, we need to kind of know the order of the purchase. So we're going to use a rank function, which is a window function, partition by user ID, order by purchase date. And then we'll call this order rank. Now you can put that word as here. It's optional. I'm going to show you don't really need it. Purchased, purchased at. There you go. So now we know user ID 1001 made this purchase first and made this purchase second. And if you look at user ID 1031, they made this purchase first. This is their initial purchase, and then these are subsequent purchases, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's great. We can have all of their purchases ranked based on their purchase date, and we will call this, we use table expression, user purchase rank. Okay, now use table expression, always good to double check everything's working. Oh, it is. Now, we need to know the first purchase, but luckily we rank everything, so we just pick out the order rank 1. That is their first purchase. So I'm just going to grab this whole thing. And there you have it. These are the first purchases. Now, because we're building off of this logic, we're going to use this table expression. We'll call it user first date purchase as parentheses. I'll do a little indentation, make it a little easier to read. Indent this whole thing. Running a room. select star from user from date purchase. Okay, still working. Great. Always double check. Okay, so what we can do is we can join all the purchases with the first purchase. So what I'm going to do here is all the purchases. We'll see alias to U, and then join our first purchase date, which I'll call F, on u.userid equals f.userid. Okay, now just make sure this runs before I go any further. Okay, great. So I want to know u.userid, fu.purchase at u.product ID, and then we'll just grab because the join condition is an equal, so we don't need to use f.userid. We'll just go f.purchase date and f.product, right? And then we'll go here and we'll just do order by one. So you see 1001 purchase first here is joining with itself, right? Which we don't count anything that's on the same day. We can get rid of that. And then this one is, after the purchase stat, right? So this is the second one, all the purchases, and this is the first purchase. So if I can say first purchased at first product ID. So otherwise they all have the same column name. There we go. So then user 1031, their first purchase that, and it's the 22nd, product 121, it's the same all over. And then subsequently they bought something else. So because of the to condition, we need to exclude anything that was purchased on the same first initial date. So we're going to go where first purchased at. We want to exclude anything that was purchased on the same day as the first purchase date. So that will remove that first condition. Okay, there you go. So now we don't have the same day, right? That's different date. So the second condition is don't count any product they've purchased over time that was the same as the first purchase date. So you can also exclude those. And u dot product ID not equals to f dot product. Well, let's make it same as before. Product ID. Now this one is actually, if you want to be technically, this works here because we combined it with the first purchase that. And so, but if you want to be, you only want purchases that is greater than the first purchase that, you can do that. Do this is more clear. Okay, so we don't want the same product. Go back here. Great. So 101 completely is gone because it was purchasing the same product over and over again. So now that we see here, these are the only user ID that made purchases is first purchase, product 105, and then on the 18th they purchased 165, product 165. So great. And so the question was find the number of users. So to find number of users, we can just, well, while we're at it, this is a very nice logic. I don't want to remove it here. I'm going to say, I'll just call it valid campaign purchases. after initial purchase. It's a name, word, long name, but it's good to name what it means. And then so we will select star from. Still works. So we can now just go distinct user ID. User ID. And at last, we want to count them. Count is 8. So in this example, 8 people, the campaign was successful on 8 users. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. This will help me a lot. And if you have any other interview questions you'd like me to answer, send them to me in the comments below. Thanks again.